Alright everyone, welcome back for another video on Legend of Mushroom. I just got a crazy power increase today because I decided to listen to the community, in fact. I don't know if you knew about that, but in my previous video I showed my ancients and I talked about that rune here. I say that basically I'm not able to get any of that set here with a crit damage as main and global counter as second, so I am still running that rune here. I have 120% global counter, and if I show you all my other ancients, I have 24% global counter here, I have 25% on that rune, 27% on this one, another 27% here. I'm working on this one, I have 17%, but it is way easier to optimize to upgrade this one because, yeah, defense, every single rune, number 3 has defense as main stat, so you just need to have the global counter as second set here. But on this one, it is a bit more complicated. I was able to drop another rune, but unfortunately this is not the right set. Crit damage as main, global counter as second stat, but it is not the right set. But I was like, hey, I just can't upgrade this one, and someone told me in the comments to do that because I would get way more global counter if I was upgrading this one, even though if it is not the main set I'm using. Replacing that set, which is giving to me only 5% global counter, by a rune giving to me plus an extra plus 25% would be insane. And that guy was right. But I was like, the potions are so rare that I wanted to save them just in case I was dropping one of these pieces here. I wasn't able to, but I decided instead to follow his advice and upgrade another piece I had before. This one, crit damage 600%, and I was able to get all the procs into global counter, 25% extra counter. So if I equip that, just a look at the number here. I have at 120% at the moment, and basically if I equip that, I'm at 145%, but I'm losing 5% because of the set, alright? But let's check the difference, okay? So let's just re-equip the one I had before. So this is the one. Let's check my Counter Multiplier. 66,200. 66,200, alright? So if I go here now, if I replace that, I'm still having the same crit damage bonus, but I'm getting way more global counter, right? So from 66,200, sorry, to 67,900. So I got 1,700 more Counter Multiplier, which is insane. Combined with the soul, the substat I had earlier on my previous video, 6% more global counter. Basically, I had 2,200 more global counter, 2,200 more Counter Multiplier during the week in a few days only. So this is absolutely wild. But let's check the difference it does in PvP, alright? So for that, I'm just gonna equip the previous one I had. Instead of this one, I was running this one, crit damage, so let's replace that. I'm running at the moment my set to beat martial sages. So if you want to know, this is what I am running at the moment with that set. I have a lot of wand with the talents. And these are the items I'm currently running at the moment. You have different things that are working exactly the same. If you don't have the alien dimension, you can go with the red wings here, working almost the same, or you can even use that instead. If you have some evasion, it will trigger really often during the battle. You will have a lot of attack increase, and it can help a lot to release more damage. So this is another good one. I never mentioned it in my previous video, but this is another amazing one to use. All right. So I'm using these sets here, and if you don't have the Bistro Bow, if you have the Pixel Sword, they are working exactly the same. I'm gonna try to show you different attempts in PvP versus the same guy, and you are gonna see the difference, alright? So let's go versus Mats, a Martial Sage, and let's see how it works. Think I'm gonna accelerate the time on the next fight, so it's gonna be better. So this is the start of the fight. For now I don't have a lot of damage, he has a lot of shields, and so it is not very efficient. But over time, I'm getting more buffs coming from my different things equipped and my talents. So just need to survive a bit, and then over time I will be able to release more damage. Alright? But now I'm using the Bistro Bow. But you can see that I don't have many procs because I need to do a lot of counters if I want to proc these effects. But I can release a lot of damage, okay? Which is very interesting. 1 minute 20 seconds, he is half HP. We will see the difference when I will switch the rune, okay? But now you can see that I have a better burst in damage over time. But I am close to die, so I'm not sure if I can handle the fight. This is gonna be close, but I might die here. Alright, 1 minute and 10 seconds in battle, and I died. He was close to die, but I died, okay? So now it is time to change the enchant and check the difference. 1700% counter multiplier difference. Let's see what it does. Same gear, just a different rune, just a bit more counter multiplier, 1700. And I forgot to speed up the timer here. Whatever. So you can already see that I'm releasing more damage at the beginning, so it is way more efficient already. But let's see over time what it does. Okay, he's still full life for now, but then I will have my burst in damage and it will be better than before. Look at all the damage he's taking all of a sudden. Look at that. He's almost dead. He was a half HP at 1 minute 20 seconds remaining on the previous attempt. But I died faster. That is interesting. And I died, but he died as well. I don't know exactly what happened here. We both took more damage than before, so maybe the more the damage I have, the more he reflects. This is weird. Let's retry the fight and let's see if it is different or not. And after that I will equip the Pixel Sword. So we will check if there is a difference or not. So you know about it. Because the Pixel Sword helps a lot to destroy the shields on the opponent, and so it can make a difference. Alright, time to release the burst damage. Very nice, look at that. That is amazing. Am I gonna win that? Normally here I should have another burst in damage. Come on. I have the clone again. And he died, so I won that fight that time. Alright, so it is time to change my items here. I'm gonna go with the Pixel Sword and we will see how it goes. Let's go, Pixel Sword, and I stick with the other items. Gonna change something else right after that. Massive gear, and one more time, I didn't accelerate the time. My bad. Alright, so first attack, I missed the first damage, alright. It never happens, but at that time it decided to happen. Why not? So I missed a lot of damage, but it is okay because over time he's always healing full life here. And I need to wait a bit to start dealing more damage. Alright, so from the third hit with the Pixel Sword, it's starting to get interesting. And look at that, I still have a pretty nice burst in damage, even though I don't have the other item equipped. And look at that, he's almost dead now. But he is healing. I'm gonna have to land another attack with the Pixel Sword, and then normally it should be over. I'm immune to damage. Let's go, and he's dead. So it is better, of course, and now I have way more damage than before. Which is very, very, very nice, alright? So it is time to change a few more things, and let's see how it works if I change these items here. I told you that I wanted to show you that one, so I would get more attack for 2 seconds every time I evade. Let's see if I can win that fight when I'm using that back accessory. I should take a bit more damage because I'm not using the alien dimension anymore, but should still be interesting. Alright, bad damage to start with. You can see on my head that I am evading a lot of attacks. So it is great. Okay, that was the second hit. I had bad damage, but from now, normally I should release more burst damage. This is the time. Pretty good damage. Now the sword. Very nice. But a bit less damage than before. And I don't think I can survive way longer than before. But normally he's dead here. At most. With that back accessory, apparently I have a bit less damage than before. I don't know why. Because the other one isn't increasing my damage, but I have my cooldowns faster, and so I can release more damage over time. But it is still working pretty well, right? Should I try something else? Yes, I will try something else. There is another back accessory that I want to try that is working well with the pixel sword. I'm talking about that artifact here, back accessory. I need to change that to the red spore, and I need to buy some extra tickets in the family as well. So let's do that quick. Family shop, scroll down. And let's purchase that. Got a lot of medals, so it is okay to purchase some more in here. Let's go back in PvP and let's retry one more time. So this is gonna be the last attempt of the video, right? So let's see, normally I have way more damage at the beginning. Okay, way more. Okay, but he's not full life for now. Do I have time to land another pixel sword attack? No, he's full life, alright. So the second hit is not good at all. And then normally it is getting better over time. Pretty good damage here. But I lost a lot of HP already. And he's already dead! Amazing! So it is even better to run that, in fact. And I have another test to run, in fact. I'm not gonna end the video here. I want to change the cards I'm using here. I want to change and use this card instead. So it's lowering the damage resistance of the target. I'm getting some shields and dealing some damage based on the target's max HP. So normally it should be good to try that as well. So last try of the video, let's see how it works. Or maybe I will try another thing after that. I want to see how much damage I have when I'm using the cheetah mount. If he kills me, if I can kill him using the cheetah. So I had a bit more damage to start with. Okay, second hit. No, it is exactly the same as before. But I have a bit less defense now. And I'm dying way faster than before. That is interesting. I need to one-shot, otherwise I'm dead. I was able to, but it was a bit harder than before, so I need to change something else. So I'm coming back to the set of cards I was using before. Let me check. This is the one. So I have more defense thanks to these two, I have more attack thanks to the legendary here, and I have more counter here. So more damage and more survivability for that content. So now it is time to change my mounts. I said that I wanted to use the cheetah mount. And I still have 2 tickets, so you know what, I'm gonna do 2 more tries, in fact. I will replace the mount and use another one instead and see how much damage I have during the battle. Okay, so cheetah mount. So I expect my character to lose a lot of HP and to die, to proc the cheetah mount and to see how much damage I can release with the cheetah mount. But it is dangerous because if the target has the blitz assault when I proc the cheetah mount, then it will deal absolutely no damage at all, so it is bad in that situation. Half HP already on my character. Third pixel sword attack. Very nice damage. Half HP on the target. And I'm almost dead. So it is way worse. Blitz assault. So I didn't proc the cheetah mount yet. Cheetah mount. And it's not enough and I am dying. Alright, so it is worst. But using the cheetah mount can help you for some other fights in PvP, so why not? And the other thing that I want to try is the one coming from the Lucky Spinner. Talking about this one. Normally I should have more counter and it should deal a lot of damage as well. So this is gonna be the last try of the video. And I will end the video on that. So let's see how it goes. If I can release more damage with a counter. Oh, amazing damage to start with. This is the reason why I love that mount as well. But over time, I'm not decreasing the damage resistance of the target as I would do with the crocodile, so... I don't know if it is more efficient to do that. But he's not full life here. Now I have the burst. Another pixel sword, and I need to one-shot if I want to win that. Okay, I had less damage that time because, as I told you, I'm not using the crocodile, so I'm not lowering his damage resistance over time. I have a better damage on the first hits, so it is great if you want to one-shot your target, but if you can't one-shot, it is better to use the crocodile to beat a tanky player, alright? So I'm coming back to the crocodile, and I'm gonna stick with that for now. Alright? So that was all for the video, guys. Let me know what do you think about that in the comment below. Have a really nice day, take care, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.